Hello friends, how are all of you? I hope all of you must be doing great. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss question and answers related to Julius Caesar. First, I will discuss short answer type questions and then I will discuss some long answer type questions. Now first, short answer type questions. Question 1. Who says these words it to brute? When and why are these words spoken? The answer is it to brute is a famous Latin phrase which appears in Act 3 and Scene 1. These words are spoken by Julius Caesar in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. These words are spoken by him at a moment when he recognizes his friend Brutus among the group of assassinators who attacked him. Caesar is shocked and hurt because he never expected Brutus to betray him as he was Caesar's close friend and protege. The phrase "you to Brutus" is a symbol of Caesar's emotional pain and surprise at his friend's betrayal. Soon after this tragic scene, political chaos and conflict ensues. Now the question 2. Do you think the public was fickle-minded in the play Julius Caesar? The answer is yes. The public in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar is fickle-minded as they conveniently change their opinions based on whoever influences them. Following Caesar's murder, Brutus addresses the public and convinces them that Caesar was murdered for the betterment of Rome and its people. However, when Antony gives his emotional and powerful speech, the mob realizes their error of judgment and turns against Brutus and other assassinators of Caesar. Without deep thinking or finding the truth themselves, the mob becomes violent and angry. The constant change in their attitude shows that how easily they can be influenced or swayed away, and they do not have stable opinions or power to make judgment. Shakespeare has used Roman public's fickle-minded behavior to highlight the power of persuasive speech and weakness of public opinion and judgment. Now, long answer type questions. Question 3. Write a brief character sketch of Antony. Answer. Mark Antony is a prominent character in the play Julius Caesar. He can be described as a complex and multifaceted character. Initially, he just appears as a loyal friend, but as the play progresses, we get to see new sides of him. That is, of a shrewd politician, a skilled orator, and a clever manipulator. In the beginning of the play, Antony is introduced as a loyal and close friend of Julius Caesar. He admires Caesar and is shocked and traumatized by his murder. His love and admiration for Caesar are real, as he calls Caesar the noblest man that ever lived while mourning over his death. However, a new side of his character is revealed during his famous funeral speech. Antony pretended to honor the assassinators' claim that Caesar was ambitious. However, he successfully turned public opinions against the murderers of Caesar. His speech was filled with emotions and irony, which shows his intelligence and deep understanding of human mind. But it cannot be denied that Antony was ambitious. After Caesar's unfortunate death, he becomes the most powerful man in his country, Rome. He forms the second triumvirate and successfully defeats his enemies on the battlefield. In conclusion, Mark Antony is a character with multiple layers ranging from being a loyal friend to a shrewd politician. His journey from being Caesar's loyal friend to becoming one of the most powerful men in Rome's history makes him a remarkable and fascinating character in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. The fourth question. What is the significance of Julius Caesar's ghost in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar? The answer is, in the play Julius Caesar, the ghost of Caesar acts as a symbol of guilt and doomed fate of Brutus. The ghost appears to Brutus twice in the play. First in Act 4, Scene 3 at camp in Sardis, and secondly in Act 5, Scene 1 just before the Battle of Philippi. The ghost of Caesar is a symbol of Brutus's troubled conscience and is evidence of defeat he faces during the battle at Philippi. It also signifies that Caesar is dead only in person, but his power and legacy still haunts his murderers. The following points prove that Caesar's ghost holds an important place in the play. Point A. The ghost of Caesar visited Brutus in his tent, which represents Brutus's psychological turmoil and guilt. It also highlights the fact that his act of murder is disturbing his state of mind. Now the point B. Just before the Battle of Philippi, the ghost of Caesar tells Brutus, "Thou shalt see me at Philippi," which implicates the defeat of Brutus on the battlefield. It is also a proof that a supernatural realm is protecting Antony and Caesar's supporters in the battle. Point C. The ghost of Caesar represents revenge for his murder and as a hint of the chaos and violence resulting after Caesar's murder. Now, the last question. Can you provide an outline of supernatural events and visions in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar? And the answer is the play Julius Caesar is known for its theme of power, betrayal, and ambition. Amidst the political tension and the struggle for power, there are several unnatural events that can be seen throughout the play. The following points gives us an outline of the supernatural events in the play. Point A. The soothsayer's warning is one of the most earliest supernatural event of the play, where a soothsayer is warning Caesar about impending death by uttering the famous line, "Beware the Ides of March." It further adds an element of mystery and puts the theme of fate and fever in limelight. Point B. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife, has a dream in which she sees her husband's statue bleeding in blood. This dream is a symbol of Caesar's tragic death. Calpurnia pleads with Caesar not to go to the Senate on the Ides of March. This supernatural dream adds to the mystery and suspense of the play. It also highlights the point that Roman society of that era did believe in superstitions and divine signs. Point C. After Caesar's death, his ghost appears to Brutus, haunting Brutus with guilt. This supernatural event symbolizes the act of betrayal and moral responsibility. It explores the internal struggle of Brutus's character and also puts forward the theme of justice and retribution. Point D. After Caesar's murder, a fierce storm takes place in Rome. It is seen as an unnatural event, acting as a synonym of the turmoil which fills the ambience of Rome. It symbolizes the chaos and unrest following Caesar's death. It also serves as a metaphor for instability and disruption of natural order caused by the conspiracy against Caesar. In conclusion, the supernatural events in the Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar plays an important part in the narrative technique, character development, and progression of the play. They give psychological depth to the play. Warnings, visionary dreams, and the ghostly vision heightens the tension and sends us a message that the supernatural powers are at work in the world of ambition, past struggle, and political chaos. These events also raises a question in our mind about the implication of the unwise human actions. So yes, here ends the video. If you like the question and answer video, then don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.